Good morning. We are live. How is everyone? Excuse me. Guess what? I just realized I brought a water up, but it's not in front of me. Hold on. Hold on. This is horrible. This is a horrible way to start a show, but I need water. I need my water. I need my agua. Mas agua, Pee-wee. I got it. I'm back. I just had to go over there. So, how is everybody on this fantastic Monday morning? I know most people don't like Mondays, and I'm kind of one of them. Yeah, I don't like Mondays, like the Boomtown Rat said. Leroy, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Leroy, is this question? It's closing day. Put the link for the stream out on social media if you can. Yes, please, you guys. This is closing day, and we will go over the black and white campaign. This is the big push, as they say. We got Nicholas Gear in the house, or Gear. I'm not sure how to say that. Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. I like the stream, and ahoy. I like the stream. Yeah, everybody thumb it up. Give it a big old thumb up. Let's see what else Past Master says. All right, I'll say it. God bless you, young man. Yeah, it's not a show until Past Master says God bless me and says I'm a young man. It's for his prostate. My prostate's fine. I'm actually really healthy. I would just walk the dog this morning. Feel good. Feel good. Weather's nice here in the woodlands. Joe Bernardo, aloha. Art, Aquaman. Aquaman. No. Aquaman's gay now, isn't he? Everybody's gay. I'm going to go gay. I'm going to go gay, you guys, so I can, I can get some cheap press if I go gay. I'm going to make a big old announcement that one of CG's own has gone gay. See if we can get some headlines. See if the progressive press will pick it up. RT Bear goes gay after 28 years of marriage. Donald DeLay, did you have a turn? Oh, did you have to turn the camera off to get a water because you aren't wearing pants? You guys are going to find that out, because what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to set up my drum kit. I'm going to start today. It's not going to be fully set up, but I'm going to start bringing in the noise in this live stream. And so I thought it'd be fun to talk about that. And I'll give you guys more detail on why I'm setting up the drum set, the drum kit, and all that other stuff. But yeah, you'll just have to find out, Donald, if I'm wearing pants, because I am going to be getting up and moving stuff around. So yeah, so Smiling Bandito says, hail, and we meet again. Yes, we meet again. JP, is it Roca or Rocha? What's good? Everything is good in the hood. Tell the truth, Arthur. I did. You'll just have to find out. Because I will stand up and I will march over in this area right here. And I will unpack my drum set, my big Yamaha drum kit right in front of your very eyes. I probably won't be setting it up right now, but I just want to show you guys that I'm sincere. And like I said, I'm going to give you more details as we go along. The real Steve Dye, what's up? Yeah. Go, Art. Indeed. Donald was just here to harass me, I think. Has nothing better to do. Aqualad, I don't know if that's kind of insulting. I'd rather be Aquaman than Aqualad. Which one's gay, though? I don't know. Are they both gay? I think if you give DC enough time, they'll turn the whole universe gay. And then they'll be, this is the DC gay universe. And I just want to say, I have no problem with people, gay, straight, whatever. I have no problem with anybody's lifestyle. I just don't. I just don't like agenda, and it feels like agenda. It feels like what DC's doing, and Marvel's done it too, is just to try to get some cheap virtue signal points. So Joe Bernardo says, smash the like, share, and subscribe, and back the book. Yes. See, we got somebody who knows what's going on. Bring the noise. The noise will be brought, but at a price. We got to hit that price. Let me catch up. I'm going to go a little bit faster here, and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Art comes out of the closet and announces he's a lesbian. Well, why the fudge not? Since we're just in fantasy land and we're just making shit up, I guess I could be anything I want to be. Who cares about the natural law and science and all that other stuff? Who cares about that? Couldn't afford an American drum set? Oh, I used to. What is an American drum set? Like Tama? Tama's Japanese. Wow, you know what? I don't know what is an American drum kit. You guys tell me. Ludwig is German, right? And Yamaha is Japanese. Tama is Japanese. Sonar, I don't know what that is. Gritsch might be built here in the States. They probably outsource it now, though. You guys tell me. Yeah, Past Master Dan. Educate me. Artie Bear, thanks for the 90s bundle. Cool to see the history. Yes, Tech TF. And a bunch of those books go out today. I just signed a bunch, and Pamela's going to probably make a trip to the post office. And I do believe that's the last of it. We had 2 tiers for the 90s flashback books, and we sold out of both of those. So they're not attached to any of the books for the current campaign, so we could send them out now. So if you guys ordered your 90s flashback bundle, they should be getting there soon. The universe dies out after one generation. Don't wear it on your sleeve. Yeah, well, if I come out, I'm going to wear it on all of your sleeves. I'm going to get as much press as I can. Yes. Got Pedro in the house. Hell chat, hell art. We are talking about the DC fruit verse. Yes, I like fruit. It's tasty. Let's see. Pearl. Is Pearl American? I never liked Pearl drums though. Boom, 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 boom. Pearl. We got 2 pearls in the house. Let's see. We got Kevin. We got Admiral Whackass. He's a whack-ass. Whack that ass. DW are made in America. Okay. All right. None of these are like classic drums though. Nobody, people use DW now, and they use sonar. We got Hex Allen, Nanu. The guy from Panama has a better idea than we do. Who knows? I never even heard of Keller. Never heard of that. Let's see. Improby says T-Bear, wax it good. Whack it good. Do. Joe Bernardo says the animated Aqualad from Young Justice is gay after he was straight for the first 2 seasons. Why the hell not? You know what? Just say he's bi-curious. He's just gonna go and see what it's like on the other side. On the other side, on the backside. Hell yeah. Okay, all right. So yeah, let's give the reason for the season. My mouse has got a hair trigger on it today. My mouse is raring to go. Here we go. We hit a freaking milestone last night, live on the stream, you guys. It was super fantastic. So yeah, I'm live streaming, doing my thing. We're talking about the new Batman movie, and then I went back to the campaign, and sure is, we hit 1,000 backers. We hit 1,000 backers last night, you guys. To be honest, I was hoping, but I don't know, man. I don't want to jinx it, but I was thinking this was not in the cards. But you guys proved me wrong. You guys proved me wrong. I mean, this is way beyond what my expectations were. This is going strong. We are now closing in on $83,000. $83,000 for Black and White 2 Man versus Machine. So this is fantastic. 17 hours left, you guys. So this is it, man. This is the final stretch, the final countdown, as they say, as the kids like to say these days. The kids are all about Europe, the band Europe. All right, here's the video. Be quiet.
From RT there comes the exciting conclusion to the Black and White origin saga. 60 pages of pulse-pounding action. In a world where law and order are often blurred to gray, justice can only be black and white. Man versus machine.
Epic, just totally epic. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for backing and supporting this campaign. It is a dream realized, and it's not over yet. This book is we're going to close out tonight, and then we're going to roll this into In Demand. So hopefully anybody who can't back tonight will be able to back as we go down the line. So that's why In Demand is cool. But I do need to urge you guys, if you can back today, please do so, because the higher this number is, this total, this 82,776, the better it looks. We live in a world where numbers speak volumes, and it's not my rules. It's just the rules, the lay of the land, the way it is. And so the higher we can get that, the better, and everything looks. And the more successful you can look outwardly to people, the better. I don't know. It's just something. It's just the way the world works. Like I always say, I don't make the rules. I just try to, do the best I can with them. So let's hit this refresh. See if we got anything. We got 2 backers. Sweet. So we are 1 backer away from 1,010. That would be killer. And we're $70 away from 83,000. So that would be great if we could do that on this live stream. And we've only just begun this live stream, so there is a chance. So wow, 82,930. Once again, thank you guys. So Black and White Volume 2, Man versus Machine. They're back and badder than ever. And here is the cover for the first, the main book, I should say. And I read this the other night, and it's really good, actually. Pamela and I came up with a good little blurb here. So Black and White have boots on the ground once again as they confront Jake Chang, a.k.a. JC, as he begins his Burn the Mother Down campaign to bring on his new world order. So from the ashes will rise the Phoenix World Order, which is ruled by deadly robots with one master. We know that Reed and Whitney have an adversarial relationship, and that Reed is usually left holding the bag when it comes to Whitney's less than stellar decisions. But will her thirst for vengeance destroy the team before it even has a chance? Keeping Whitney focused may just be the death of Reed. This graphic novel is a 64-page book written by Joe Fulton and myself. The artwork is mine. while the colors are Paria Parai and the lettering done by Eric Weathers. So you guys, we unlocked a stretch goal, which was a epilogue, and that was 4 pages. So this book is now 68 pages, not 64. So you're getting more bang for your buck, your mother clucker, your mother bucker. Yeah, so we got the Kenneth Racafort Black and White Volume 2. Look at that. Look at that sucker. It sings. Yeah, I still scratch myself. I still scratch my head, I should say. I still scratch myself. I still scratch my head wondering how I got the great Kenneth Racafort to do a cover. Sometimes I scratch myself too. I have to say, you know, sometimes it itches, and you just got to do what you got to do. So yeah, we got the incredible Joe Bennett. He lent his talents to this campaign as well. He wanted to do more. I just don't know what else I would do, like another variant. It would be great to have him do a black and white story. So maybe in the future, the great Joe Bennett. We got the High Octane Adventure, which is the 22-page animated story with animated style, I should say, done by Von Klaus and Pedro Ang. My brain is moving way too fast. I'm having a hard time talking. I'm too damn excited. There's too much to go over. Trust me, this standalone comic is one you will want in your black and white collection. Man, I think I need a beer to slow down. It's too early. It's too early. That's for tonight. So yeah, this is the High Octane Adventure style. This whole thing came about because of Pedro Ang, and I do believe this is his first comic book ever. So it looks pretty amazing. We got Von Klaus, who's one of my favorite CG writers. He's got Monster MD, which came out amazing. We got Volume 1, the second printing, with a brand new cover. So in this campaign, you can get Volume 1, Volume 2, which covers the entire origin saga. So you'll have everything you need to know about these two wacky kids, this dynamic duo, as they say. So we got the Greg Capullo variant. We sold out of the one on the left. We only have the Virgin variant, and that's only available in the Jam tier. In the black and white Jam, we got the original story layouts. You can get this in its own tier or as an add-on. And you can get the original head sketches as add-ons. The tier itself has sold out. So really the only place you can get original artwork on this campaign is here, the layouts, and the head sketches as add-ons. And so then the stretch goals, this is what I wanted to really go over. Okay, 30K, you guys got the trading card. 40K, you got the Inco Boom Baby sticker. At 50K, we upgraded your covers, not just the main book, but all of the covers. We got at 55, we unlocked the paper stock. So you're going to get enhanced paper stock. 60K is the embroidered Phoenix World Rises patch. So this is going to have the Phoenix World Alliance logo on it, and it's going to be all over the place in the new in Volume 2. So we're going to really get into this Phoenix World Alliance. You're going to get more detail on it, and you're going to see how bad and horrible and disgusting they are. And so at 65K, we got the PDF. This is the plot of the story plot by Joe Fulton and myself. So you're going to get the full 64 pages of written plot, and then you're going to get 64 pages of my doodles, my story breakdowns. So all the artwork that you see here, you guys will get in the form of a PDF. So you can own the originals as well, and you can get all of them as a PDF. And all of these things are unlocked, you guys. You're getting all of this stuff that I just mentioned. This is crazy. This is very generous of myself. I'm so much of a giver here. So 75K also unlocked. This is the epilogue that I mentioned. So this is 4 additional pages, and this will wrap up the story proper and give you an idea of where the stories will go from here. And then 80K, oh my gosh, you guys, 80K. This is the UV enhancements. So on the main cover, only the main cover though. And that's going to be fantastic. The book's going to look incredible. And so the one we are headed towards is the 85,000, you guys. Wow. It's so strange just to even say these numbers out loud. It's fantastic. So fan art trading card set. So this is a jam between Pamela and I. So we came up with this. We always have this back and forth, but you know, my thing was like a contest, and whoever wins gets a trading card, you know, with their artwork featured. And then Pamela's like, let's up it. Let's give them 5. So now it's a trading card set. So yeah, there are 5 trading cards here, you guys. And so the ultimate fan fun. At 85K, we will unlock the stretch goal, and then you guys can start drawing. So draw black and white. You know, you could do pinups. I was thinking more like story. If you get them in story situations, and then come up with a title. So like old trading cards used to have titles, and I think this will make this set a little bit different than others. So each one of the cards could say black and white, you know, like it could be a title like black and white in danger again or yet again. And then the artwork will, you know, have some kind of cool action shot of the two of them. And then that will be on the front of the card, I think. And then on the back, we'll have your name of the artist. And then we can also have a little bio. So you guys can have, you know, like a little resume, a little bio on the back of the card. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. So it's kind of a win-win. So some artists can get exposure, and everybody will get a trading card set that backs the book. So that's pretty fun. I think it's cool. And so at 90K, I should write, well, 90K is still kind of work in progress. And I think there's going to be a 95K. So I'll give you kind of a glimpse of what we're going to do. So the 90K is already happening on this live stream. So that's why I'm bringing the drum set in. So at 90K, you guys, I'm going to do a drum solo live on my YouTube channel. So you guys, I will play until your ears bleed, until they bleed, until I see everybody with a Bic lighter waving in the air and screaming, T-Bear, drum solo. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. So it'll be a Monster Mamma Jamma right here at Hack Shack Studios, live on YouTube. So that is in stone. We are going to do that at 90K. And then what I was thinking is, let me see if I can do this. If well, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way because I know how to do it this way. So I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna share something else. So I've been in talk with Eric Huffles about this, and so what I would like to do at the 90K and the 95 is do these 3-inch kind of army men type, you know, figures. I think it'll be really, really cool. And Eric does a great job with these things. Pirate Queen's doing it. So Mandy's got one on her site, on her Indiegogo, Pirate Queen 2. And I think that Patrick Parnell did one too, or as well. I'm saying 2 a lot. And yeah, these things are great. I talked to Eric. He said he's down. We're just trying to work out the details of it. So until I get the details ironed out, I don't really want to announce it. So I should be able to figure that out by day's end. So I should be able to announce that later today. So that'll be cool. And so that will be a part of the 90K. And so what I was thinking is we could do the black figurine for the 90K with the drum solo, and the 95K we could do white. I think they're about 3 inches tall. We could do the white figure, and then maybe I could follow it up with another drum solo. I don't know. We'll do something really cool. Let me see. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Leroy farted. What? How do you know? Can you smell it? Okay, black and white is fantastic. You give us what we love from the main to art. Thank you, man. Thank you. I am trying. I am trying, and I'm. All I can say is, you guys, the artwork for the cover that I did, and I'm usually not happy with anything I do. I really like what I did. I think it looks really good. I think I finally got to a place where I dig the way these characters are looking. So I have 64 pages of the book laid out. So here's some of the layouts right here on my desk. Let me turn this off. It's a little bright. So uh, after today, I will be working full time on taking the layouts. I've already done some, but light boxing them on 11 by 17 Bristol board, and doing the final run, doing the pencil run. So that's gonna be cool, and I'll show you what I can without spoiler alerts as we move forward. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Who's hitting themselves? What's going on? Black Justice sounds like a good name. Yeah, we could do solo books like Black Justice, White Death, or something like that. Black Justice could be just focused on Reed Blackett, and then White Death could be the second, just focused on white. Yeah, I will turn this car around if we don't behave. So what are you guys doing, like farting and peeing in the chat? What the heck? We are the kids in the back seat. You guys are the kids in America. Whoa. Whoa. Pedro says, we live in a world where justice can only be black and white. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's craziness going on here. You guys are just running amok. Let's see what Leroy says. Maybe he'll bring some sanity to this chat. Did Art just yell at us like kids to be quiet? Maybe I did. I don't know. Art will, yep. I will turn this car around. Wait. Pedro is touching me. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. You guys are really just. This is nuts. Oh man. It's the fart game. I'm hungry. Can we stop soon? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Maybe Joe Bernardo is going to be an adult here. Art quoting his favorite band, we've only just begun to live. I actually do like the Carpenters. My wife hates them. She hates them. I dig them. They used to live in my neighborhood. I lived in a suburb of LA, Norwalk. And so Norwalk is close to Bellflower and Downey and Cerritos. And I think they lived in Bellflower or Downey. I think it was Downey, the Carpenters. At least their family home. They probably didn't live there once they made it big. White Lace and Promises, the Carpenters, LOL. Art comes out of the closet as a Carpenters fan. Come out of the closet? I was always a Carpenters fan. She's a drummer, man. Karen Carpenter plays the drums, and she's pretty damn good too. Let's see what Snake Dog says. Maybe a double connecting cover. Ooh, shitballs. That could be cool. I was thinking of like a, what do you call it, gatefold or whatever cover, but they get a little tougher with the heavy stock. So I knew I wanted to do like two graphic novels that look the same, like Volume 1, Volume 2. So with the square bound and the heavier stock, it's a little harder to open up as a like a double. But connecting, you could do that. That's cool. Where's the dog? Don't ask, man. Don't ask. We're starting to call him Poochifer because he's the demon dog. He's the hellhound. Poochifer. Burger Barn. Wahoo! Where's the Burger Barn? Oh, Pedro says yes. My first comment. Cool. We're doing the art contest. Yeah, Joe, you should definitely do a piece of artwork when the campaign hits 85K. I think 85K is the trading card set. Yes. You got to do it, man. Everybody's got to do it. Yeah, I do. I am going to have to give a date though. It might be a little long. I might be able to give a month or so. So maybe in demand we could make the announcements of who the winners are, so I could give you guys time to do good work. So I would say, like, right off the bat, you guys at least have a month to do the artwork. Art, art, art. The crowd cheers for Art Tommy Lee T-Bear for the drum solo with Pedro Ang on guitar. Rock! Yes. The spirit is moving the chat. Shadowhawk backs. Oh boy, does he back. Based them on Pedro's first piece. It's perfect. Ooh, we could do the animated style. Oh shit. I wish I had. Let me see if I have that piece of artwork. Wow, that could be cool. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. All right, this is going to get boring for a while. How do I do this? I don't do it that way. I do it this way. Let's do it this way. Open. I think I have. I used to have it on my desktop, but I think I have a Pedro Ang folder. I now have my own Pedro Ang animated. There it is, black and white animated. Let me see if this is it. Yes, sweet. All right, you guys. We could do this. This would be perfect. Because I think this animated style would probably be easier to sculpt, and we could do these exact poses. They already look like action figures, like little, not action figures, but little like G.I. Joe, not G.I. Joe, Army Men type of figures. Oh shit, this would be awesome. What do you think, Pedro? You want you want some Army Men type of statues, little mini statues. I don't know what the hell to call these things. Mini statues. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Yeah, we could give this to Eric, and he can sculpt these up. It would probably be easier because they're a little bit more simple in design, and they would translate better as action figures. I don't I like action figures and sculpts, not so much like statues. Statues I think look cool, realistic, or more like the comic book version. But like toys and action figures and stuff, very few people can pull them off and get them to look right. So I always like more stylized stuff. I think that like Ethan Van Sciver has just kicked ass though. Like his stuff, his Cyberfrog action figures and stuff, they look just like the comic book. But that's tens of thousands of dollars. We don't have that kind of money. But I think for just like a stretch goal giveaway, this could be very, very cool. And I was thinking too. I know that Mandy Summers on her campaign, her Pirate Queen 2 campaign, they sell the figure as well. So that could be cool. We might put it up for sale, so you could have your collectible, and then you could have you could have your, well, we're probably not going to put it in packaging, so it'll probably, I mean, I would love it, but that's big money, and we'll get there. We're going to do all kinds of cool stuff, you guys. You'll see. So let's see. Wait. Pedro says, I would be honored. My head would explode. Pedro's head is exploding right this very minute. It's like that scene from Scanners. Joe says, Art, too bad you completed the covers. It would have been cool doing a connecting cover with both virgin covers and the normal cover. We could do that in the future, though. It's not over. We're still going to tell some black and white stories, you guys. Shadowhawk says, you deserve it, Pedro. Not the exploding head, but you know what I mean? Pedro's a great dude, man. Like, he's one of those guys that he just makes things easy. Like, he works, he gets things done. He's always enthusiastic. Ask a PTP for cheap action figures. Who's PTP? Oh, Patrick Parnell. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Eric Huffles did those too, didn't he? I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm going to ask. I'm talking with Eric right now, and then with Mandy, I'm going to see. The main thing is just like, how are we going to mass produce these? Because this is not a massive campaign, but this is a huge campaign. So if we did the not action figures, the figures, I should just say, we're going to have to make like 1,500 of them. And that would just be for one. So black and white, we'd have to do both characters. So that's why I was thinking 2 stretch goals. We would do like the 90K would be black, and then maybe 95 we could do white. And then maybe both could have the drum solo. Yeah, we could do the drum solo. And, but I mean, one, can we deliver that kind of volume? Because that would be 3,000 figures total. And we might need more than 1,500 too, because if this is in demand, it just depends how long we keep the stretch goals up and how long it's in demand. Because I'm thinking that we could probably, I don't know, we could hit 15K, 15,000 backers. Wait, 1,500 backers. Wow. 1,500 backers by the time we go to press. So that would be killer. I talked to Jason Krieger about 3D printed statues. It gets expensive, though. I mean, we would have to charge like $100 per figure. It would get expensive. Not out of the realm of possibility. Just I think we're a little bit beyond that now. Well, not beyond it. We're a little bit. We're not there yet. Let's just say that. He managed with his campaigns. I don't know what their output was, though. Like Patrick, I don't know how many they made, and I don't know how many they're going to make for the Pirate Queen. I love the light bulb moment on Art's face. What can I say, man? I dig this shit. This is badass, you guys. You don't realize I went all my career to get to this moment in time. We're talking about stuff that we're creating together. We're talking about like little like army men figures now. This is crazy. This is very, very cool stuff, and it's somewhat doable. Like, it's in our hands. We could make this happen. You guys have no idea. Like, I've been waiting for this opportunity my entire career. I always liked the independent spirit. I always liked thinking independently. I always liked the idea of creating my own stuff. And now it's in our hands. Oh, okay. So what's Keisha or Acacia? What is that? Like, is that the name of the action figures? Like the type of not action figures. Sorry, you guys. The name of the figures. I don't know what that means. Is it the manufacturing process? I don't know. Ooh, the black and white solo. Yeah, while you guys are telling me what acacia means, I'm going to start bringing these drums in. So this one right here, it's pretty beat up, but I've had this since I was probably 17. So this is part of my original drum kit. And these were called North projection drums. So they're kind of like, I guess like a tuba or whatever. So these things, I always thought like for smaller drums, because I didn't always have amplification when I would play. So I needed something that was loud. So these, for the like smaller drum sizes, they're usually not as loud. So it's probably not tuned, but you guys can get an idea of the sound. You're a little dead. These heads, these drum heads are probably 25 years old. So this probably won't go on the drum kit because I don't have a stand for it, but I just thought it was an interesting looking drum. So I have two of those. Here's my snare. It's still wrapped up. I was thinking I can basically unwrap some of this stuff. This bubble wrap is going to make noise, so I apologize. I could probably mute it. So this, I think, if I'm right, this is my original snare drum. So when I played in the day, I got myself a metal. The metal snare drums, I think, sound so good. At least that used to be my thing. It used to be my jam. So you can tell this one's old as well. So this I had from when I was a kid. It's a Yamaha. So it's pretty cool. It's deep too. Look at that. This thing is monster sounding. A lot of times I would take off the strainer. Let's see. Actually, that still sounds pretty badass. So then I have it. I would do like the tool sound. It's a little overring. Let me see. Let me hold it this way. There you go. So you can see it's well worn. This thing's heavy. Yeah, so these are the older pieces I have. I'm going to bring in the big guns here. So this is, oh my gosh. This is my Yamaha bass drum. This is one of them. So yeah, it's a 28. This is big, you guys. This is like marching drum size. Let me pull it back so you can see it better. Yeah. So let me see what else is here. I got my toms. Also, it's a double kick. I got another bass drum in the other room as well. So this is my tom here. I got all oversized. This was cool. This was like it was a long time ago. It was either my Christmas present or my birthday present from Pamela. So she bought me this kit. She bought this Yamaha kit for me, you guys. I went to it was like the drum warehouse. I forget what it's called, but it was like in California. It was like a really prestigious, like it was the place to get your drums. And you can go there and they'll set everything up. Like you can pick whatever you want and they set it up. And so you can play the kit before you buy it. And so I got to test drive this bad boy. It's got a great finish on it too. They're a little beat up. They're old. These are old too. They're not, I didn't have this kit when I was a kid, so this was kind of my dream kit that Pamela bought me in the day. So this kit is probably 25 years old. So I guess it's kind of vintage now. So I would pad them down so you can see, just to get a mellower sound. Let me see what it sounds like. These things are all out of tune. Actually, the snare's picking up. Hold on. Let me turn the snare over so you don't hear the vibration. Oh, they're pretty good sound. Whoa! Wow! Yeah, this kit sounds so freaking good. Let me see. Can't do it. There's a way you can. I can't do it because I can't hold. I'm holding the drum at the same time. So there's that. I think that's the smaller. No, here's the smaller one. So I got the smaller one. So we're nearing the 90K stretch goal. So I need to start setting up the drum kit. So here's the smaller tom. Yeah, so these have been in storage here for almost a year now. We've been in Texas for almost a year. So yeah, my neighbors are gonna love me soon. So this is the smaller drum here. Like, this wood finish is fantastic. I don't know if you can see that. It's gorgeous. And so once again, padded to get that mellow sound. Let me see, where's my drumstick? Monkey toes. Yeah, so this is higher pitch. This is the smaller one. All right, so yes, this is it. This is the start. This is the end, my only friend at the end. So what else do I have over here? Let me see. Actually, everything else is in. Everything else is in the boxes still. So that's the only things that I have that are not in the boxes. So man. Just that got me pumped, man. I want to hit those things so bad now. Yeah. So yeah, Freebird. No, man. Well, yeah, Freebird's okay. That song is long though. Let me see what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably just making fun of me. Like, look at that dude. What a fool. Preview drum solo with your pencils on your desk. I don't know, man. I want to so bad right now. I want to hit those suckers. Johnny Randa says, best of luck today, tonight. Hope you demolish and exceed all expectations. That would be fantastic. Robots, Army Men, size in gray. What is that? Frankie Ramone. Robots, Army Men. Ooh, oh man, it would be cool actually to make a bunch of robots that black and white could fight. Little army men sized. That would be pretty cool. I have this too. Let me see if I can find it. Wow, my mouse is weird. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have had this for a while. So Marvel put these out when I was a kid, and so I painted this thing up. But this is kind of like the Army Man idea. These are bigger, but this is kind of what the black and white would look like, just smaller. So I painted this when I was a kid, but you could see it was like orange. It wasn't even red. It was kind of an orangish, like orange type color. Orange is. I don't know how to talk. All right. Johnny Randa says, looks like the portal where the Three Stooges hide in the boat. Then some sailor flips his lit cigar into it. Oh my gosh, I love the Stooges. Let's see what Joe says. Art, I have been a fan of yours since the Titans solo comic. Oh my gosh, that was the Teen Titan Spotlight with Aqualad. And your artwork now is top tier in the whole industry, in my humble opinion. Thank you. I strive every day to get better. And I do think my drawing is considerably better than it was when I started. I'm loving this. Well, there's one. Pedro's loving it. Everyone else is like, what the hell? I wonder how loud that was. I'll have to watch this and see how loud those drums were. Preview drum solo. Indeed. Once you pay taxes in Texas for 10 years, you are considered a naturalized Texan. Oh, cool. Then I can get away with murder. Ha ha! The needed killing law. Does that apply? Can I go out and just kill people at that point? Doesn't Texas have the needed killing law? I think all states should have the needed killing law. We got Timothy Fitzgerald. What's up? What's up? Okay. Since we're in the music stuff, I'm gonna play something, you guys. I do this every once in a while. It's the only thing that survived all these years. And somebody put this up, this Ralph Miller. I don't know how he got this. I don't know anything about this. I don't know a Ralph Miller, but this is a band I played in, I guess it's February 1992. And this was just like a rehearsal recording. This wasn't even like, in a studio or anything like that. And so this song's called Bad Reaction, and this is kind of like melodic metal. So I played in a lot of different bands, but this was kind of a melodic metal band. So let me make sure that the sound is up so you guys can hear this. And so this is the band I played in '82. So you get to hear those drums. Oh my gosh. Man, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy, man. I don't know if I could do that today. That's crazy. That's a lot of echo on that guy's voice too. Yeah, I think that was just like it was just a rehearsal recording. It was nothing big, and yeah, I don't know how that guy ended. I'm glad he did because I have recordings, but they're all on tape. I don't have any recordings. I don't have anything digital, and I have no way to play them. I don't have a tape player or anything like that. So it's kind of sad. I guess I could find a place that could take the original tapes and digitize them, and so I could hear them again. Because I'm not sure, I'm not sure if they're any good or not. But yeah, that's one band I played in, and the big claim to fame with that band was, I mean, we played Hollywood, we played around and the clubs, but the guitar player was really good friends with Carlos. I think his name's Carlos Carvazo, who was in a band called Snow. So we would open up for Snow. We'd play, and they were good friends. I think they were kind of like mentor, like Carlos was kind of teaching Steve stuff, and so it was pretty cool. And then Carlos became the lead guitar player when Randy Rhoads died for Quiet Riot. So I think he's playing with Rat now or something like that. But he's really good. He's a really nice guy, very humble guy, and so that's kind of like that timeline. Like Rat was coming up the ranks. Poison, my friend's band opened for Poison. Well, actually, Poison opened for them at I think the Roxy, and Poison got booed off the stage. Yeah, in the day they weren't that good. I still don't really care for their music, but but that was kind of a little later, like hair metal started. But I never played in one of those hair metal bands. I was kind of out of the music scene. I was still playing actually, but I was playing in like cover bands because it paid money. So you could play bars and stuff like that. You can make money. You can make more money being a cover band than you could from originals. So I did that for a couple of years, and then I just kind of just stopped. I always played, but I just stopped playing in bands. Bands are tough, man. A lot of different personalities. It's a lot of work. Kind of Rush. The singer Dwayne was a big time Rush fan. I played in a band, a cover band with him before Nocturnal Night, and he was bass player, singer. So he was kind of like Geddy Lee, and so we did a lot of Rush cover tunes and stuff like that. So he was definitely influenced by that. And there's just way too much echo. I think he was using the guitar players. I think it was called an Echoplex at the time. So I think it was a recorded tape that had a delay on it, and it would play it back at a delay. So you could set the delay so it could be longer or shorter. And that was that kind of echo effect. So it wasn't really good for a voice, but it's all the technology we had at the time. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. High T drummer bear. Oh man, this is cool. Oh, you have just broke 83. Thumbs up. Let's go back to the campaign and see what this is all about. This is turning into a great day, you guys. It's usually because of you. It's all because of you. All right, let's go. Let's go back. 930. So we were looking at $70, and one more backer would have got us to 1,010 backers. So let's hit this refresh button, see what we got. Sweet. 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 3 backers. So not only did we get the one, but we got 3, and we are well over that 83 now. So we are headed towards $84,000, you guys. $84,000. We are like $809. Is that right? Away. So this is crazy. This is great, man. I can't stop smiling. You guys have made me very, very happy. So thank you, Kevin, for bringing that up. And sweet mama jamma, as the kids say. Let me see. Johnny Rando says, I was very familiar with Snow. Did Snow get to the 90s? I didn't know they were around that long. So they had a song. They were the 2 brothers. They were the Cavazzo brothers, right? So there was Carlos and there was Tony, right? Tony Cavazzo. So Tony played bass, and I think Tony played in Quiet Riot for a brief second. But I remember playing and hanging out with all those guys in like clubs and stuff like that. So it was before anybody was anybody. So it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of competition, though. Holy shit. Like my daughter, when she was older, we would go to clubs. So this was a few years back. We'd go to Chain Reaction and some of the like local Orange County clubs and see rock acts that she liked. And those guys were so polite and they were kind to each other. Like when I played in bands, the rival bands, they were not nice to you, man. They would kind of sabotage you. The PA system, sometimes they wouldn't even allow you to use their PA system, so you had to use your own. A couple times we had to rent our own PA system. It was crazy. Not a lot of friendliness and camaraderie, but it was cool just to hang out when you weren't playing with the bands. Like if you're just hanging out at the bar and there was like one of the band guys from another band. We also opened up for a band called Dante Fox. They were really good, and there was a guy named Jack Russell, and I think that band became Great White. But we used to play with those guys all the time. And that Jack Russell, that guy was a predator, man. That guy was kind of I had a girlfriend at the time, and he used to stalk her. He wasn't a cool dude. He used to stalk her at her place of employment, and he was a weird dude. And they had a bass player. Was it Don DeCostas? I can't remember names very well, but he ended up being one of the Blizzard of Oz bass players, I think before Rudy Sarzo. So he ended up, like, Ozzy hired that guy from Dante Fox, if I remember right, because I remember there was a club in Orange County called the Woodstock, and there was a big party, like a send-off party for, I think it was Don DeCostas, I think was his name, and he was weird. He would chain himself to his amplifier, so he had these chains, and he would smack the chains onto his bass. He was a wild man, and he was a big dude. And so, Ozzy hired him to play with the Blizzard of Oz, I think was the band at the time. And then, like I said, there was a party, a going away party, or like he made it big kind of party. And so I think there was an open bar. So we went, hung out. I wished him well. I think he lasted for about 3 or 4 months, and then was fired. Legend has it he was flirting with Ozzy's wife. What is her name? I don't know what her name is. I heard that she's like not a very cool person. All bands I have not interest in. Yeah, this is older stuff, man. Yeah, what was it? Were they the ones that had the "Every Rose Has a Thorn"? I will not deny that guy had a good singing voice, but I just never cared. They always seemed a little soft to me. I liked a little harder edge stuff. And also, like I said, that was kind of after I got out of music. So the only reason I know like a lot of these stories is because I used to be drum tech for a lot of my friends. So I would go set up for them, and then I would hang out afterwards. So I would get to meet those guys that way. But I wasn't really actively in a band at the time. I saw Cheap Trick open for Duke Tomato and the All-Star Frogs. Holy shit, we all have to start somewhere, right? Joe Bernardo, what is the biggest, coolest music story you have, and who have you met? We opened for Motley Crue at the Whiskey A Go-Go, or was it Gazzari's? I'm trying to think now. It was one of those clubs. I can't really remember. I think it was probably Gazzari's, because I remember there was a column like right in the center of the stage, which was weird, and I don't think the Whiskey has that. But yeah, Motley Crue, they didn't have any money. So I remember they had electrician's tape, like the bright color electrician's tape, and they kind of taped themselves up, kind of like the Crow did, but that was years later. So they had like these skin tight outfits, and they just kind of taped themselves up. And then I remember Tommy Lee had just a mishmash of drums, like they were all different manufacturers, and they were all kind of taped together. It was very jerry-rigged. They did not have money, but I do remember that they would have these parties. I think their apartment was right up from the Whiskey. Maybe it was the Whiskey. And so they would have parties after the club shut down. I didn't go, but some of the band members that I played with went, and they said it was pretty wild. I was usually, sadly, I was kind of the responsible guy. So I usually worked with whoever vendors we worked with. So if we rented equipment, I'd make sure that equipment got loaded, and I would always make sure that our equipment got back to our studio. So I was kind of the responsible guy. Most of the bands I played with, they were pretty party hardies. So they would go and they would rub the flesh, which was good because, you know, it's all about establishing connections and stuff and things like that. And that's what those guys did. So, and they were very charismatic. I was kind of a behind the scenes guy. Lewer says, Art, it's going to be a long night. I hope you're planning on your grandpa nap. Yes, indeedy do. Let's see. Timothy says, how much money did Black and White do? Is Chrono Mechanics the biggest seller? This campaign is the biggest. I went over the first like volume 1 Black and White campaign, and I think it closed out a little bit over 40,000. So we've already doubled that number with volume 2. And so with we did a second chance. Well, Black and White was in demand for a while. Then we did a second chance campaign. So Black and White volume 1 eventually did 6 figures. So we did 6 figures with Black and White, but that was between 2 campaigns, and that was in demand with in-demand help as well. And then Chrono, I think, closed out at like 56 or something like that. K. So, and that was with in demand as well, because I think the original campaign, the live campaign, was around 20 something, maybe 30K. It wasn't that high. So we've come pretty far as building stuff. Let's see. Joe says Jack Russell did become Great White. Yeah. Sharon Osbourne. Yeah. I never met her, but I always heard that she was not on the up and up. Poison was sleep inducing. Yeah, I think the girls liked the band, so you know, it just wasn't my thing. Great White's last show was a real barn burner. Yeah, didn't they burn the club down? They should have known better. I think they had flash pots. You're not supposed to do those in small venues. Let's see what Pedro says. I'm going to wrap this up soon, you guys. The only band from the hair metal era I still listen to is Skid Row. That dude had a voice, man. Holy shit. And that would be their follow-up record, Slaves to the Grind. Yeah, I remember them being really good. I remember what was Sebastian Bach was that the singer's name. That dude had a voice and a half, man. That I think there was oh my gosh, I forget the song. They had some kind of anthemic type of song. We are the youth gone wild or something like that. Like, we are the youth gone wild. Whoa, whoa. I thought that song was kind of cool in the day. There was a band called, oh shit, the Bullet Boys. And they were kind of in that hair metal time, but they were kind of an edgier Van Halen. And I remember that guy, that singer, had a huge voice as well. Guns N' Roses came out later, and they were a much needed breath of fresh air in the club scenes. They were real rock and roll. The big claim to fame, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is we rehearsed in the same area as the same studio as Metallica. And so the guitar player, not only did he know Carlos Cavazo, but he also played in early Metallica. So he was in the band, and so he actually is credited with writing "Hit the Lights." So Metallica did "Hit the Lights," and Steve, I think it came out in mandatory Metallica. He didn't initially get credit. And so the fun story is that Steve didn't have the original recordings either. So we had recordings. We did the song as well. We didn't do it as fast as they did, but ours was called Running Low. Theirs was called Hit the Light. So we did a version of that song too, since Steve had ownership of it. And so I think it was just kind of one of those fun stories. So the bass player, or one of the bass players for Metallica, was on Mandatory Metallica, and he was talking about this other guy, this guitar player that played with the band when he played. And so he started talking about Hit the Lights. And so Steve contacted me, the show contacted me, and they asked if I had the original recording of our version, which was Running Low. And so it was on tape, but this was years ago, so they could still play it. So I let them borrow the tape, and they played it. And then Metallica did later give him credit for it. So that was pretty cool. And it's funny because I played the drums almost exactly the same as Lars did. And I remember Steve saying, this was in the day, this was years and years ago. He said Lars could not keep a beat to save his soul. He said, you are a way better drummer. And this was years ago. This wasn't like, Lars now. So I thought that was interesting, just fun kind of brushes with greatness, that you have. And I do think if we could have, I think there would have been some success. I don't know if we ever had the material to do it. And I don't think I like Dwayne. I think he was a good singer for what we were at that moment. But I think we probably needed a singer that could take us to that next step. And I think if we could get the material, because that song I played for you guys, that's like 5 minutes long. That was the longest song we had, and most of the songs were shorter than that. We were kind of more of like Scorpions, melodic like Scorpions, but not without the love song stuff, and like UFO we liked, and then Iron Maiden, and some of the heavier stuff, Van Halen, obviously. So our tastes were in that area. So a responsible drummer, in some ways, in some ways not. I don't want to paint myself as a saint. What is this? 18 in Life to Go. Yeah, and then there was that song Youth Gone Wild. That was fairly cool. That was anthemic. It was a good arena rock song. Yeah, Youth Gone Wild. That's from the first record. Yeah. Hatfield, Lars. They first met. Told him to go get Grud. Basically, I don't know what that means. Ron McGovern was their first bass player. Yeah, I'm talking about like early stuff with the band. I do remember Steve, the one I played, the guitar player I played with. He was saying there was a difference between Hatfield and who was the guy that became the Metallica or Megadeth? I forget his name, but he said there was a real run-in between those two. That I think that the one guitar player, the Megadeth guy, Dave Mustaine, thanks. He wanted to go with more like glam. Like Steve was saying that Mustaine wanted to do more of a glam rock kind of thing, and Hatfield was like, no, absolutely not. So I think Hatfield's take was a lot better, and I think those two had problems from the very beginning, personality issues. But the thing is, they both ended up creating some great rock, because I think some of the Megadeth stuff is fantastic. And I think Dave Mustaine, for me, in some ways, I like better, because I think he was funny. Like his lyrics were kind of tongue in cheek. They weren't that serious, and I kind of liked the lyrics. Although, wow, actually saying it out loud, like Hatfield his lyrics were pretty damn good too. So just two great bands. I just think sometimes, like, if those two would have stayed in that band together, they could have worked it out. They could have been like the heavy metal version of like Lennon McCartney. I think the same thing with God, what were they called? Shit, the grunge band, not Pearl Jam, the one where the guy offed himself. They had David Grohl in the band, and if that guy could have stayed and been more integral in writing and stuff when he was in the band, man, I think they could have gone on to bigger and badder things. What the hell is the name of that band? Not Alice in Chains. Kurt Cobain, yeah, that band. Yeah, Alice in Chains were fucking badass. Nirvana, yeah, it was Nirvana. I think, yeah, if David Grohl could have been more like a songwriter and they could have kind of traded off, I really do think that I think Nirvana could have progressed beyond that grunge label. I think they could have had a long-term career. That's if Kurt Cobain could have allowed it to happen. I don't know, but I do know egos in music it's insane. It is insane. Once a guitar player or singer has his first groupie, there's no talking to him after that. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Johnny Rando says, "What does it mean when your drummer is drooling from both sides of his mouth? It means the stage is level." That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. I saw this whole documentary like on this conspiracy theory that Courtney Love had him killed. Was that it? Yeah, just some weird shit. Cobain was a great songwriter, Art. He was just a terrible guitar player. No. I'm not saying he wasn't a good guitar player, but I'm just saying like if you had two great talents, like David Grohl wrote some great songs too. And could you imagine just that talent in the same band writing songs? That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that between the two, I think subject matter, I think David Grohl could have escalated it into a more contemporary time, which is what he did with Foo Fighters. So I do think if there could have been kind of a mutual respect, I don't know what their relationship was, to be honest, but if there could have been, I'm being hypothetical right now. If there could have been that, then if those two could have worked together or wrote separately, I think they could have had a lot of longevity. Because there's some people that speculate that Nirvana was done by the time Kurt Cobain died. I don't know. I do think that it did seem kind of a moment in time. I don't know if that stuff could have went any further, but I believe personally with David Grohl, I think they could have. I think everybody wanted to fight Axl Rose. I think he was kind of a loudmouth. I saw people like that in clubs. It wasn't Axl Rose. I forget the band now. And it was I think it was Gazzari's, and this guy, he was an egomaniac, the singer. And so he kept screwing up, and he was just like, he was doing the David Lee Roth routine. And so the crowd was turning on him. They were yelling at him. They were saying like, straighten up. We want you to sing the lyrics, blah, 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 whatever it was. And so this guy was like, F you, I'll do it however I want. Who cares, what you want, what you think. And he was just like being really belligerent. And so then, a few guys were like, screw you, we paid to get in here, you know, that type of thing. And that guy was like, you think you're bad? You think you're badass? Come on stage. We'll take care of this like men. And the bouncers came in just at the nick of time because those guys were going to climb on stage. And I'll tell you right now, they would have creamed that guy's corn. They would have beat the shit out of that singer. He was just a wiry like guy, and these guys were like, they were big dudes. Yeah. I really like Alice in Chains. I think they're freaking phenomenal. I think Alice in Chains, they kind of took the Guns N' Roses kind of template, and they turned it dark, like in a really cool way. That's why I mentioned Alice in Chains with Lane Stanley and Jerry Cantrell, both writers and singing. Yes. They were the band you envisioned with no. Yes, Timothy, for sure. Yeah, and that I know that David Grohl did double, like he did a lot of the backing vocals and stuff for Nirvana, but I don't think he ever sang any lead parts. But could you imagine? I mean, he's a great singer. So he's a great songwriter and singer. So they literally could have done the Lennon-McCartney thing. I think Pearl Jam was better than Nirvana, but Avenged Sevenfold is still bringing the rock to a younger generation now. Yeah, I know those guys. We're friends with the Hainers, and Brian and Susie Hayner are the parents of Sinister Gates. So our kids went to school together, so I got to hang out with them. They lived in Corona, California. They left too. They left California because that place was becoming a shithole. So they left too. But yeah, they took pictures of me with their son, and I got a picture with the Rev before he died too. And so I got pictures with those guys somewhere around here. They're probably still in storage from the move. But I think Susie took pictures with us, and she framed those up and gave them to me. So that was very cool. Thank you, Susie. That was nice. Yeah, I remember seeing them when they were still playing. They were renting out halls, and they were playing like small venues, like 1,000, like 800 to 1,000. That's still a lot. But they were playing like smaller venues like that. I remember driving to San Diego with Brian, who's the father of Sinister Gates, and we drove all the way to San Diego to see his kid play. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun, man. Oh, did he? Well, that's cool. Yeah, so they were already kind of gearing up. I think they could have. I think they could have been big for a long time. I mean, they were a huge band. Don't get me wrong, but I think they could have really. They could have had another 10 years. I mean, the Foo Fighters did after that. And the Foo Fighters are still making pretty good music. They're one of my favorite rock bands right now. Yeah, okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Let me check out the campaign, hit refresh. Yeah, we're still doing good. 83,191. So pretty cool. So thanks you guys so very much. Thanks for getting us over 1,000 backers. You guys are the best. Thanks for hanging out. It's just fun. It's just fun hanging out with you guys and talking music. Talking music is one of my passions. So take care, you guys. Enjoy. I'll see you later tonight on the CG Kings on Ethan Van Sciver's channel. So take care.